It was a war where food became a weapon, where children's cries echoed louder than gunshots, and where silence from the world was deadlier than bullets. This is the story of the Biafran War, a war of starvation, betrayal, and a silence that still haunts history. In 1960, Nigeria gained independence from British rule, a land rich in oil, culture, and potential. But beneath the surface, deep ethnic and political tensions brewed. Hausa Fulani in the north, Yoruba in the west, and the Igbo people in the east. Two military coups in 1966, driven by ethnic rivalries, ignited chaos. Massacres of Igbos in northern Nigeria forced hundreds of thousands to flee south. And then came the breaking point. On May 30th, 1967, Lieutenant Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu declared the eastern region the independent Republic of Biafra. Nigeria declared war on July 6, 1967. The Biafran War, also known as the Nigerian Civil War, had begun. But what followed wasn't just a war of guns. It became a war of hunger. The Nigerian government imposed a land, sea, and air blockade on Biafra. Food and medicine could not pass, and soon Biafra turned into a graveyard of starving children. Over 2 million civilians, mostly women and children, died from hunger. Their bones were visible through their skin, their bellies swollen from kwashiorkor. The world watched and did little. Many expected the world to intervene, but most nations, including Britain and the Soviet Union, backed the Nigerian government. Choosing oil interests over human lives, even the United Nations was hesitant. Biafra was betrayed by allies who never showed up, by neighbors who closed their borders, and by the silence of the international community. By January 1970, Biafra was exhausted. Its army was outnumbered, its people starving. Ojukwu fled into exile, and Biafra surrendered. The war had lasted nearly 3 years and left behind over 3 million dead. Today, the Biafran War remains one of the most silenced genocides of the 20th century. It's barely taught in schools, rarely discussed in the media, and the scars still linger in Nigeria's soul. We tell this story not to reopen wounds, but to remember the cost of silence, the danger of betrayal, and the weaponization of hunger. The Biafran War wasn't just a Nigerian tragedy, it was a human tragedy, and the world must never forget. If this story moved you, share it, because silence is how history repeats itself. Like, comment, and subscribe for more untold stories the world forgot.